yeah, it's Amelia. Hope you're watching this, and feel free to send this out to however many guys you're talking to on the internet pretending to be me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Amelia. Okay, so today's video is kind of different than anything like normal, I don't know. But basically, today's video is gonna be like a story time about the time that somebody catfished my entire life. So I have like notes on my phone because I wanted to explain this in detail and like step by step kind of. It's kind of gonna be random and kind of gonna be planned out. And my last story time that I did, which was like my haunted apartment, was kind of like all over the place, and there were so many things that I wish I would have taken the time to put in and include so like the story would have made more sense. Yeah, so this was I've had people make Instagram accounts for me, like using my pictures. I've had Snapchats with my name, but nothing ever like this. And this is such a weird story, and I swear to God, like it's so weird. It's such a weird, bizarre story. But basically my catfish story starts back from August. I remember I was going to bed, and I never check my like Instagram requests, but I every so often do. And I got a request from a guy. We're gonna call him Joe. So I got a request from Joe, and the caption says, I'm gonna put it right here. The caption says, not sure if you know who this girl is, but she had a fake Tinder account using your pics, name, information, etc. Just thought you should know. Then sent a picture of the girl that has been pretending to be me. So then my response to that, it was I think I responded to this like early in the morning, and I was like, that's not a picture of me. What's her social? Wait, how do you know that? And he said, I don't know her social. She said her social was your social, and I know this because she had me fooled for a while. And then in quotation marks it says, hence the message above, because he messaged me like last year and was and it was a picture of Boca Raton Beach, and the location was like the beach. And his message underneath that, he slid up and said, do you even live in New Jersey? So basically, there's so many parts of the story that is so like insane that it's crazy. After I sent him that, I was like, wait, WTF, can you send me a screenshot of it? How did you know what she looked like? And then from there, he sent me a video, and I'll just play the video.
A nutty story, but so I started speaking to this girl back in February, and she used your picture and everything. I have a screenshot, but I'll have to scroll way back. But like we had a great connection and whatever. But I always felt like something was off, and I couldn't tell what. And she said she went to Lynn University in Florida, and I went to Lynn University too. And I'm guessing you did. Maybe she really did. I don't know. But all the information she gave me is probably your information, so I guess she knows a lot about you, which is fucking terrifying. But I was gonna message someone on WhatsApp like months and months and months after I stopped speaking to this girl, and I just saw your name next to her photo, and that's the photo I sent you. So I have no idea if all the information she gave me is true about you or about her or what, but I just thought you should know. There's a lot of crazy people out there.
Then when I got this video, I was like freaking out because it was the morning, and I'm gonna explain to you like this entire day, because this entire day was absolutely fucking crazy. Basically, that morning I was getting ready. I had plans to go to a cycle class with my friend Justin and his roommate Danny. So I put this on my story in the morning. Hey to everyone on my private, I have the craziest story to tell you. I look like crack. I just woke up. I'm going to a spin class. But I get this DM from a guy, and he sends me a picture of a random girl and goes, oh my gosh, this girl is using your like photos. She is pretending to be you on like Tinder and shit, like blah, blah, blah. So I message him, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's crazy. Do you have any like proof, or like can you explain it to me? And this is what he sends me. But then after we finished the cycle class, we were all talking about it, three of us, me, Justin, and Danny, about like how crazy, like I don't know, some girl was using my information, whatever. And at that point, I didn't know, like, I'm sorry, I'm like touching my hair. This video like makes me sick to my stomach. Like, this gives me so much anxiety. It just makes me sick. But we were talking about, you know, how weird it was that somebody was taking my information. So I had told Joe that I was gonna call him so we could talk about this more. But we were all sitting in Justin's car just talking, and I was like, will you guys like stay with me until I FaceTime him? This is so weird. Like, I feel so sick. Like, I I don't like that some girls like using my personal information. So they stayed with me. We FaceTimed Joe, and he basically told me that they had talked for months, and she basically knew a lot of personal things about me, like a lot of my personal information, which you could really find on any of my social media. I just think it was crazy that she literally used my social media and information as her own. So she like explained things, like simple things that most people would know if they were to stalk my Instagram, but not ever use them as themselves. I don't know. I just think it's so crazy. So she basically knew like where I went to school. She knew that I went to Lynn University, and Joe had sent me screenshots of their text messages. And this message says, I went to Lynn for a year and then wanted a better nursing program, so I dipped. Which, like, okay, if you go to Lynn, there's no such thing as a nursing program, or maybe I'm wrong, but I've never heard of anybody going to Lynn for nursing. So yeah, and then also if she did keep up with my social media, like I know she did, because she didn't follow any of my, I checked, she doesn't follow any of my social media accounts. I don't have her on Instagram, I don't have her on TikTok. I'm sure she watches my videos, but yeah, and I know all of that because she would send him all of this stuff, but I'll get into that later. And then Joe sent a picture of himself in like one of the hallways in one of the buildings, like one of the dorm buildings at Lynn, and his response was, shame you never ran into this troublesome degenerate, which was like a picture of him. And it's really weird because Joe and I actually have become friends due to this entire situation. So thanks, Olivia, for pairing us together, well, creating our friendship. And it's so weird that we like actually we talk often. And then she wrote in all caps, you went to fucking Lynn. I'm literally here right now. Which, like, yeah, I'm here right now. She is in New Jersey. And then, I don't know what this has reference to, but his message said, I want more shell-toed Adidas. What a classic, which I assume it was like a previous conversation that they had talked about. And then she wrote in all caps, you were in Hornley, which is so weird to me because I don't think this girl ever attended Lynn, and I don't know how she figured out like the dorm building names, but I mean, I guess that's just like research that you can find. And then this is where it really angers me that she like knew so much about my life, because she talks about my 7-year-old niece, and anyone who knows me knows that I'm like extremely protective over my niece, and she's like my whole heart. Like, I love this kid so much. But she basically sent him pictures of my niece and I, and this picture exactly that she sent him was a picture of my Visco from my senior year of high school, which, like, if you follow me on Visco, I post a lot of pictures constantly on Visco, and this conversation's so weird and angers me so much. And she said, I am mama, sent a picture of my niece and I, my baby girl. Yeah, for a while though, my sister and her husband went through some shit together, so I was with her every day, and she literally just called me mama. Which, like, no. My brother-in-law and sister are a beautiful couple, and nothing like this has ever happened. I've never had to take care of my 7-year-old niece, and I really don't think that they would let me take care of my 7-year-old niece. They have an extremely healthy relationship. Honestly, like, I look up to their relationship so much and hope to have one like theirs one day. And that just angers me so much because she sent so many pictures of like my niece. Like, that's like personal information, and she's 7 years old. So I think that's the thing that angered me the most about this entire situation. That's just my niece. That's my 7-year-old niece. Like, that's so disgusting that she would, I don't know. And then she basically would talk about my brother. And if anyone knows me personally, like, my brother and I are best friends. I love him so much. He's literally my best friend for life, and I love him more than anything. But this conversation is weird, and I'll start reading from her point of view. I just told my brother that you said that, and he cackled. And then Joe said, ha ha ha, did you tell him what I said about his pic? And she said, yes, and he popped his hip and strutted to bed. And then Joe said, attaboy. And then she goes, want to know something funny? My mother doesn't even know he's gay. Like, how even? He's been like, mama, I'm gay and I'm homosexual. This is my boyfriend. And she just goes, you're funny. No, Olivia. Everyone that's in my life, everyone that's in Alex's life knows he's gay. We've known that he's gay for a while. He came out when he was in like 8th grade or freshman year of high school, which was a really long time ago. So I just think that's so weird. And I know that there's a picture that she sent in here, which I'm not gonna send, well, I'm not gonna show you guys, but she sent to Joe, and she got that picture off of Alex's Instagram. And Alex's bio says that he's gay. I don't know, I just think that's so weird. And then this one I didn't think was as weird as like Alex or my niece, but she sent pictures of my ex-boyfriend and I from freshman year of college, like when I dated him freshman year of college. And these are pictures that I assume she found off of Visco, because I don't have these on my Instagram, they're not on his Instagram, we don't even follow each other anymore, we don't communicate. But she sent these pictures of us, and then made like an elaborate story about how he like broke into my house and was like, I don't know, okay, this is the story. So it goes, okay, so my brother and I went downstairs and my mom and dad woke up because we heard the yelling and banging. So I see him and I instantly knew it was him. So I cracked the window enough for him to hear me. And I was like, Ben, go the fuck away. First of all, his name wasn't Ben, so cute, but that wasn't his name. You know, I have a restraining order, and then he took an empty bottle of something and smashed it against the window. And so I jumped back, and then he knew that was our trick window, which basically was a little broken, so it didn't lock in place completely. No. This entire story just like cracks me the heck up because none of it's real, and this is like crazy to me because I don't know. I don't have a restraining order against my ex-boyfriend, but none of this is true. We don't have a trick window in our house. All of our windows have an alarm system, and all of our like doors have alarm systems, and our windows are like normal windows. So he completely opened it and grabbed me while he was climbing in, and I tried to pull away and was hitting him. My life's crazy, but my life is not that crazy, Olivia, so cute story. And then she would basically send like a bunch of old pictures of me to Joe, and I guess they would talk on the phone every so often is what I remember I think he told me that, but they would never FaceTime, and whenever he'd ask to FaceTime her, she'd make up like a stupid excuse that like, I remember the one message that she sent, it was like, haha, you won't FaceTime me because you're like a 6-year-old man on the internet. And her response was, no, I don't want to FaceTime you unless I don't look like I got hit by a truck. Which, like, if you know me personally, you know that like I don't text people. If I need to contact anyone, if I just want to talk to anyone, I immediately FaceTime them. That's just like a personality trait of mine. I don't know. And this was like really weird because I don't know, she must have like had a lot of free time in order to find my social media to take it, because she didn't follow me on anything. So she basically would send him my YouTube videos and my TikToks and take pictures and videos off of my friends' stories and my friends' TikToks. And this is just like one example. This was a TikTok taken from Lily's TikTok. So she must have known who all of my friends were. And the conversation goes, LMAO, I just ugly laugh. Thank you. I do have an ugly laugh, so got that right, girlfriend. And then this was like a video that was on Lily's account that she must have saved and sent it to him. I don't know what, I don't even know what this like has to do with like what they were talking about, but she says, don't mind how dumb I am, but I was told to bend over and touch my toes. Laughing reminded me of this video, LMAO. Well, that's weird because it wasn't you in the video. I've gotten a lot better with like talking about this. The first day that like Joe reached out to me and we like talked about this, I was such a wreck. Like I was literally a disaster. And then this is another example. My friend Colton and I went to the beach last year, and this was a video that was on Colton's Instagram, like an Instagram story that I reposted, and she took the Instagram story and like screen recorded it and sent it to him. So I don't know. And then this is another example of like something that was on Lily's TikTok. If you know who Lily is, that's my best friend. And she took a screenshot of the TikTok. But she basically would just, in general, like make up crazy non-existent stories about my life. And I remember like the day that he told me this, or the day that I FaceTimed him with Justin and Danny, I came home and I was literally a disaster. Just like I felt so violated that somebody could take all of this information about my life and the people that I love and like distort it and put it up as their own. And I guess that's kind of my fault for being on social media and putting my life out there. The one thing that really frustrated me was my niece. I just think that's so beyond inappropriate. It's been like a decent amount of time, and it still makes me uncomfortable to talk about. I just think this is just crazy. Like, I don't know, maybe it happens to people a lot, but this has never happened to me or anyone I know, so I think it's so out of the ordinary. So Joe gave me her number and I called her and left her a voicemail. She obviously, I'm sure, listened to the voicemail, and then I called her like a few hours after that. She blocked my number. My best friend called her and so did my roommate. And then the first time that I did call her, I FaceTimed her because I wanted her to answer the phone to me. So I could be like, hey girl, like, what's poppin'? Or she's been using my info. Yeah, so then after that, I found all of her social media accounts because I guess it's really easy to find people on social media nowadays, and since she found all my social media, it couldn't have been that hard. My best friend Lily also checked her social media accounts to see if we had anybody like we were following that like I knew that she knew, any mutual followers. And there's a girl that goes to school at Lynn who followed her, and she followed Olivia. So I'm not close with this person, but I called her and I was like, hey, weird question. There's been a girl who's been pretending to be me for months and you follow her, like, can you tell me anything about her? Like, what's the 411? And she basically was like, yeah, I went to high school with her, really sweet girl, she was cool, didn't speak much, really quiet. And she was like, why are you asking me this? And I was like, well, I just found out that she has taken all of my personal information that I've like posted on social media or like talked about on my Instagram or YouTube or anything, and she has been taking my information to talk to guys over the internet. It just started pouring rain, like out of nowhere. Welcome to Florida! So basically, I told her that and she was like, wow, that's really weird, I'm sorry to hear about that. Like, and I was just like, okay, well, thanks so much. Like, have a good one, bye. And yeah, so from there I was able to find out like a few things. Joe had told me that when they had spoken on the phone that she has said that she's a rock climbing instructor and that she's a nurse, which if you check my Instagram, I'm none of those things. So I don't know how she like pretended to be me and then mixed in things about her personal life to make it more believable. I don't know. After I kind of talked to the girl that goes to my school about her, I went and I worked out because I was so just stressed out and just felt so icky. And then after I worked out, I had a few friends come over and like just hang out and have dinner at my place. And so then I was freaking out. I was like, I don't know how to put this to an end. Do I call the authorities? I didn't tell my parents at this time. I didn't tell my parents until I came home around September, so like no, October, like a few months after it happened. I told my parents and they were really uncomfortable with it. And I even thought about like getting rid of all my social media and, you know, just like stopping for a few months and not being as public about the things that I do. And then I was like, well, that's kind of stupid because this is me living my life. I'm going to continue living my life as I would like to. So my best friend Colin found her mom on Facebook and DM'd her this whole thing. So he messaged her saying, I miss hope you're having a good night. It was recently brought to my attention that Olivia has spent the last few months impersonating me on all social media to talk to different men on the internet. It was only concerning to me when I found out that she had gone so far to use photos of my 7-year-old niece as well as names of most of my family members to hold conversations with these random men. I've tried to contact her to make some peace with the situation, but she has blocked me and anyone's number I've tried to get a hold of her with. Would you mind calling me? My parents are very concerned and would like to get the authorities involved, but I would rather not let this get out of hand. Please call me. And then she never contacted me. I don't even know if she saw the message, so I don't know. This was her Tinder account for me. It says that I'm a nurse and I go to Duke University, which I don't know. If I were to catfish someone, I feel like I would line up all my information. First she said she went to Lynn, then she went to Duke. Maybe she did go to Duke. I don't know. But I feel like if you're smart enough to go to Duke, you would not be wasting your time impersonating people on the internet. Maybe I'm just crazy, but this is also a picture that she sent him. It's from my Instagram or on my Visco. It was basically during finals week last year, and Lynn had a bunch of puppies come, and it was like a puppy therapy for finals, and she would take random like screenshots of my TikToks and send them to him almost as like real-time pictures. I don't know. So Olivia, if you're watching this, hey girl, stop impersonating me or anyone else that you're doing it to online. But thanks for making my life interesting. I don't know what else to say to you. I have a picture of her because he sent me one. The way Joe found out that she was impersonating me was her WhatsApp was connected to her phone number, and he went to go WhatsApp message her because it said like, oh, like one of your contacts, blah blah blah. And then went to message her, but the picture on her WhatsApp said my name with a picture of her, like an actual picture of her. And it's really sad because I think she's a beautiful girl, like beautiful. She has gorgeous hair, bright blue eyes, beautiful smile. Like, I think she's a gorgeous girl. So it really saddens me that she like had to go out of her way to impersonate me. Okay, I know this video is all over the place, and I figured that she found my social media through the girl that I know that goes to Lynn that went to high school with her. So that's how I assume she found all of my social media and then decided to pretend to be me. I don't know. I'm flattered. Thanks, Olivia. Love you, boo. But I don't know what to say to this. Every person that I've talked to about this situation thinks it's crazy. I thought it was crazy at first. I thought it was so insane. She doesn't block me on anything. She doesn't block me on any social media. I have her phone number. She blocked my number there. That's what I know about her. And yeah, I mean, I'll keep you guys updated if anything else happens in the story time. But yeah, I don't even know what else to say. Like, I don't know anything else I should include. Yeah, I've been wanting to sit down and film this video for a while, but it kind of just gave me anxiety like talking about it. And like, I'm nervous now. I just like I like filming story times. I've only filmed one, and I don't know what else to say. But that's basically my story time. Somebody catfished my life, kind of did it poorly, made somebody, and it's kind of sad because when I talked to Joe about it, Joe was like, yeah, I liked her personality, I thought she was a sweet girl, but it was all like lies, and it was all like based off of my life. And I've gotten to know Joe. I think he's an awesome guy. He's super funny, super outgoing, and point of the story, be yourself, be only you, and don't let anybody stop you from being you, and just realize that you're beautiful, and everyone's their own person, and that's what makes us special, and you should never ever want to be another person. So, but thanks so much guys for listening, and if you enjoyed this crazy story time, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.